The greatest cosmic joke ever played is the one where the sole creator of an entire universe convinces itself that it's at the mercy of traffic, a grumpy boss, and a slow barista. And you, my friend, are the punchline. But you are also the one telling the joke. It doesn't always feel that funny, does it? That feeling of being stuck, of hitting invisible walls, of watching your dreams stay stubbornly in the distance. It feels so real. The frustration is real. The sense that the world is happening to you, not from you, is a heavy weight to carry. We become brilliant lawyers, building airtight cases for our own limitations, pointing to the economy, our upbringing, or that one person who said that one thing that one time. We collect evidence for our own powerlessness, and then we wonder why we feel so powerless. Well, today, we are throwing that case right out of court. We are going to wake up to the operant power that you are, and we're doing it by uniting two of the most potent minds in this field. We're taking the mystical, inner-world engineering of Neville Goddard and fusing it with the glorious, unapologetic, real-world boldness of Reverend Ike. You'll see how Neville's core teaching, the law of assumption, which states that everyone is you pushed out, establishes you as the absolute cause. Then, you'll see how Reverend Ike demands you use that power with scientific precision, making any excuse for failure completely illogical. We are going to bridge the gap between seeing it in your mind and holding it in your hand. Because true prosperity, true creative power is not just a state of mind, and it's not just a state of action. It is a unified, indivisible state of being, where your inner conviction and your outer confidence become one seamless, unstoppable force. So how does this seamless, unstoppable force get so clogged up and misdirected? It's because we treat our own consciousness like the world's most chaotic, poorly managed food delivery app, and your imagination is the menu you're scrolling through all day long. This is the core of Neville's teaching. The concept that everyone is you pushed out is just a wonderfully mystical way of saying that every single person in your life, from your partner to your postman, is a delivery driver bringing you exactly what you ordered. You spend your day internally mumbling about how people are unreliable, and then you act surprised when your delivery shows up late and cold. You fixate on the one-star review of a potential relationship, imagining all the ways it could go wrong, and then wonder why you were served a plate of heartbreak. You didn't consciously choose it from the menu, but your dominant assumption, your persistent inner chatter, was the one-click order button. And right here, just as you're about to complain to customer service about the terrible service, Reverend Ike strolls in, adjusts his diamond pinky ring, and says this is not a mystery, it is a science. He would look you dead in the eye and tell you to stop blaming the delivery driver for a meal you cooked up in your own head. The science of living isn't about hoping for a good delivery. It's about being a deliberate and precise customer. You are the cause. The world is just the effect, the receipt for a transaction that already took place inside you. So what do you do when you've accidentally ordered a 5-course meal of misery? You don't argue with the person who delivered it. You don't write a bad review of the universe. You simply go back into the app, which is your own wonderful imagination, and you change the order. This is the game of revision. You mentally rewrite the scene. The argument you had? In your mind, it ends with a hug. The job rejection? You imagine the phone call where they offer you an even better position. You feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the satisfaction of the perfect meal arriving at your door. It's actually a lot of fun when you get the hang of it. If this idea of becoming a master of your own cosmic menu is starting to click for you, do me a favor and tap that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more. Because you're not just changing your mind, you are sending a new definitive order to the kitchen of creation. You are living in the end result of a perfect delivery, and the world has no choice but to rearrange itself to bring it to you. But here's where the science gets really fun, and where so many people drop the ball. You've placed your 5-star gourmet order with the universe, and you feel that satisfaction inside. Wonderful. But then you walk out your front door, and start acting like someone who's only ever eaten scraps from a dumpster. It just doesn't compute. You cannot order a $1 million reality and then carry yourself with a 10-cent attitude. This is where the magnificent Reverend Ike would step on stage and tell you to get your act together. He'd say that the feeling is the secret, yes, but your self-image is the billboard that advertises that secret to the world. You must now walk, talk, and act like the person who is already in possession of the good you desire, and I mean literally. Stop walking into a room like you're looking for the fire exit. You are not a minor character. You are the star of this show. Your life. Enter a room like you own the building, and you're just deciding whether the decor is up to your standards. When you speak, stop letting your voice trail off at the end of sentences as if you're asking for permission to have an opinion. Speak with the calm certainty of someone who knows their words have weight. This isn't about being arrogant, it's about congruence. It's about ending the civil war between who you are in your imagination and who you are presenting to your bathroom mirror. And for the love of all that is green and foldable, let's talk about how you talk about money. You have got to stop identifying with poverty. It is a disease of the mind, and you keep renewing the prescription. You say things like, "Oh, I could never afford that," with a dramatic, tragic sigh. You are literally praying to the God of not enough. You are affirming lack. You are testifying on behalf of your own smallness. From this day forward, you are fired from the job of being your own bill collector. You are no longer the accountant for your limitations. When you see something you desire, you are forbidden from saying, "I can't afford it." That phrase is now dead to you. Instead, you can look at it and say, "That's for me," and walk away with the quiet confidence of someone who has already arranged the payment. Your external attitude must become a mirror of your inner spiritual wealth. This isn't faking it till you make it. This is being it until you see it. You are simply refusing to give energy to the reality you no longer choose. So I want to know, what is one tiny broke habit of thinking or speaking that you are going to drop right now? Let me know in the comments. It's time to upgrade your outer software to match your inner programming. And right here is where the rubber meets the road. This is the sacred, terrifying, and often frustrating gap between the vision and the victory. You've done everything right. You revised the argument. You felt the feeling of the new job. You walked out of the store with the quiet confidence of a secret millionaire. And then you wake up the next morning, and the bank balance is exactly the same. The email inbox is empty. The person you're manifesting is still silent. And the panic begins. Oh, don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. This is the part where you start acting completely irrational. You begin checking your banking app every 10 minutes, as if repeatedly logging in will somehow shame the numbers into changing. You refresh your email client with a frantic energy that could power a small city. You stare at your phone, analyzing the precise shade of the black screen, convinced you can feel the vibration of a text message that hasn't arrived yet. You become a forensic accountant of your old reality, and every piece of evidence that contradicts your new story feels like a betrayal. This is the test. This is the moment that separates the masters from the dabblers. Neville called this heroic discipline persistence. It is the conscious act of denying the senses. Your 5 senses are professional gossips, and they only report on old news. They are showing you the ghost of your past assumptions. Your job is not to believe them. Your job is to calmly look at the evidence they present and say, "That's interesting, but it's no longer true." Reverend Ike would tell you to stop looking at the ghetto. Why are you giving your precious, creative attention to the circumstances you want to leave behind? When you have moved into a mansion in your mind, you do not keep driving by the old broken-down shack to see if it's still there. You turn your back on it. You let it fade from your reality because you are no longer feeding it with your focus. Your desire is a seed you have planted in the only creative soil there is, your own consciousness. It has been accepted. The power is working. It is gathering sunlight and water, pushing roots down and preparing to break through the surface. What you are experiencing is simply the natural, necessary gestation period. If you go out into the garden every hour and dig up the seed to check on its progress, you will kill it. Your doubt, your fear, your constant need for external validation is you, digging up the seed. Stop it. Your only job now is to keep being the person who has the harvest. Your persistence in your new state of being is the faith that allows the seed to grow undisturbed. The world is not testing you. You are testing yourself. You are demonstrating to your own deeper mind whether you truly believe you are the operant power, or if you're just hoping an outside force will do it for you. Keep walking. The scenery will change to match your destination. It has to. It's the law. So let's synthesize all of this into your new secret weapon. Think of it this way. Neville gives you the treasure map, the precise inner location of your desire. But Reverend Ike gives you the high-octane fuel and the keys to the all-terrain vehicle you need to actually get there in style. You need both the map and the momentum. This exercise, which we'll call the embodiment engine, fuses them together into one powerful daily practice. Here is how it works. For the next 5 minutes, you are going to put your new state of being on like a perfectly tailored suit. First, find a quiet place, close your eyes, and perform the Neville ignition. Bring to your mind's eye a short, simple scene that would imply your wish is already fulfilled. Not the process of getting it, but the end result. See it, feel it, hear it. Feel the weight of the ring, smell the new car leather, hear the congratulations. Loop this scene for a minute or two until the feeling of satisfaction, of relief, of quiet joy is the most real thing in your world. You are imprinting this new reality onto your subconscious mind. Now for the Ike transmission. Keep that feeling, but open your eyes. Do not let the feeling go. It is now your most prized possession. And with that feeling pulsing through you, physically change your posture. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin. Let a small, knowing smile play on your lips. This is the physical signature of the person who has what you want. Now, stand up and walk around the room. Walk like the person from your scene. How do they move? With certainty, with grace, without rush or anxiety. This is the most important part of your mental diet. You are teaching your body, on a cellular level, what this new reality feels like. And a crucial warning. Once you have conceived this new state, do not perform a mental abortion on it 5 minutes later. Do not go back to checking for evidence and digging up the seed. Your job is not to find it in the world. Your job is to feel it in yourself so consistently that the world has no choice but to conform. You have started the engine. Now just keep driving. So this is it. The end of the road for excuses. The final curtain call for the victim. You have seen how your inner world engineers your reality, and how your outer world advertises your conviction. The map from Neville and the momentum from Ike are now yours. There is no one left to blame. There is no external force to petition. The sole operant power of your universe is looking back at you from the mirror. Stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for a sign outside of yourself. The entire cosmos is holding its breath, ready to rush in and conform to your new assumption. Your only work is to remain faithful to the reality you have chosen within your own magnificent imagination. This is the ultimate freedom, and it is the ultimate responsibility. The power that creates worlds is not out there somewhere, it is in you. Use it, wield it, become the living, breathing embodiment of your highest desire. Let this be your new creed, your absolute truth. Say it until it becomes your very breath. I am the cause, the creator, and the recipient of all my good. If you are ready to master this power and live a life without apology, make sure you subscribe. We are done playing by the old rules. From this moment forward, you are the one who makes the rules. The world does not give you what you want, it gives you who you are. So go on, and be it. That is the only real I am, and that is the only true wealth mindset.